Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of V-Time, episode 99. We're one away.
One away.
I will be grabbing that for the blooper reel. So anybody wondering why I'm grinning and I'm calling this man an idiot already, look at the blooper reel.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get this episode started off. There's not much news to talk about, just really good leaks. But before that, if you're interested in buying any cars from TCG Player, please use our affiliate link down below.
Your purchases through this link help support the channel, so you can bring great videos like this straight to you guys.
And with that scripted part out of the way, let's go straight into the leaks. Looking at it for a second time. The cursed soul wriggles in agony. At least now you helped me read this correct.
Hey, got it.
The first time I didn't. Anyway, it's a grade 3 normal order for Stoicheia and just more fuel to Alchemagic and Jesus fuel to Alchemagic. Play this card with Soul Blast 2. Look at 4 cards from top of your deck. Choose up to one unit card from among them, call it a rearguard, and discard the rest. If it is on Alchemagic, call it up to 2 cards to rearguard instead of 1, and all units called with this order get 5k until the end of turn. So really good.
Resources be damned.
Oh yeah. As of this point, Stoicheia has no way to soul charge outside of riding, which means the only way to activate this is not activating your grade 1 ride line, and on your first grade 3 turn, soul blasting 3 and being able to call 3 units and giving all of them 5k. Or your other option is not using any orders that require Soul Blast on your first grade 3 turn, and then Persona Riding, having enough soul to use this with the Soul Blast order. Granted, we're only speculating this with Soul Blast order. You still have the order that Counter Blast 10k, which is amazing with this, because you basically fill out. You can have an empty board. Soul Blast 2, Counter Blast 1 in the correct order. You have to Soul Blast first. You have to activate this from hand.
Yes.
But basically fill up your front row, give the rear guards 15k, give the Vanguard 10k.
Yeah.
Just overall good.
Just pray to God you never have to use the grade 1 order with this.
Yeah, and if they get soul charged, then it's a whole different ballpark. Until they get soul charge, resource management.
Coming up with more Alchemagic stuff. Hydraulic Ram Dragon. Auto rearguard when this unit attacks a Vanguard. If an order card is in your bind zone, this unit gets power +5 until the end of that battle.
Well, you say Alchemagic. At this point, there's no other way to bind stuff outside of Alchemagic. But at the same time, like, you go in the premium and there's another economy that hits drop zone, you technically,
hey, free real estate, right?
Well, that's literally thinking too much outside the box. Overall, it's just a good card. You Alchemagic and it becomes an 18k beater.
Just weird to see an Aqua Force working with Grand Blue.
I mean, you see Pale Moon working with Spy Brothers.
Yeah, but Aqua Force and Grand Blue were always at ends.
I don't know the lore, but sure, I'll believe it. Anyway, moving on to some Dragon Empire leaks. We got Stealth Rogue of Strife, Udomaru. It's a grade 2 rare. Auto rearguard. When this unit attack hits, discard a card from your hand, draw a card. Simple, straightforward. I don't know if it ever is going to hit, though.
I mean, it's good for the simple fact that it has no cost other than discard a card.
Again, I played Brentgate. I played the guy that imprisons 2 if it hits. I don't think it's ever going to hit.
You say this, but when you see Nirvana and then you see Viriana, you're more than likely letting this guy hit than
No, that's legitimately why he's not letting hit. I'd rather throw a 5k away to guard this, because he's probably going to have to be boosted to even hit, or maybe even a 10k or a trigger regardless, and then take a 50k that I have to waste like 3 cards if I don't have a PG. See what I mean?
Fair.
The only reason I would take this is if Nirvana ripped a crit and put it on Viriana.
Fair.
That's the only reason I'm taking this, because I don't want 2 damage.
Moving on. Got another order for
Dragon Empire?
Dragon Empire, yeah. Sunlight Punishment. Pay this card with cost if you have one or more cards. Play this with cost if you have one or more cards. Counterblast any number of those cards.
You can't, it's...
Yes, English. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards for each counterblast paid and retire it. Basically, it's choose any number of counterblast, retire that many rear guards.
It's basically saying, hey, you have no CB, you can't technically activate this to just ditch it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Interesting wording.
I mean, it's a board wipe if you have a 5 open CB.
Yeah. Or if you just really want to get rid of 2 rear guards, CB2.
I mean, it's honestly a good card, because depending on how the game's going and depending on your opponent, like if you're playing against Brentgate, you're probably not using it. You need your CB for your jail costs. But if you're playing against something else or any other deck, and you don't have much CB costs outside of literally maybe Nirvana or whatever Eugene does. Spoilers. If you have the abundance of CB and you're like, oh, I want to get rid of those 2 units. Cannonblast 2, get rid of those 2 units.
I mean, if you think about it in this sense, and you're going against, say, Stoicheia, and you go against Magnolia, they have a back row. Just CB3, kill their back row, and then use Viriana to pop the front row.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's a hefty cost, but sometimes it can be worth it.
Yep.
It's a comment for a reason. Oh, shit.
No, we got some promos.
Right, let's get this out of the way.
Yep.
Tuesday stream happened. Of course, we saw the big units of Hexa Orb and Barra Magnus, and we'll get to those. But apparently, we finally got our first. We already got promos inside of the era, but they're more like vanilla promos and championship promos. Proper.
We got true promos.
We got actual true effect promos, and we're gonna start off with Dragon Empire, Blazing Spear Dragon. Auto when this unit is placed on rearguard, if your opponent has no units in the same column as this unit. Counterblast 1 and this unit gets 10k until the end turn. Simple, straightforward, power beater.
Yep.
And in this type of format, honestly decent. In the sense of, 20k. Gaining power right now is stupid.
It's not amazing. It's not bad. It's pretty decent.
I mean, 20k is already 2 cards out of your hand if you don't have a thing that can gain 5k shield.
Yeah.
Or a overguard.
And Persona Ride's 30, so.
Exactly. It's honestly a decent number.
Moving on, we got Direful Doll Violet. Violet?
Whatever.
It's Act Soul. If your soul has 10 or more cards, cost counterblast 1, call this card to rear guard. Pretty pale movie effect. It is Dark States.
And we'll find out why it's so good here in a bit.
Yep.
But before that, we got the Brentgate one, Rapid Charger. When this unit when the attack this unit boosted hits specifically, Soul Charge 1. Now Brentgate already has more than enough Soul Charge, and we'll find out later why it needs that Soul Charge. So this is not a bad option, but when it's gonna hit, who knows?
I need to get a highlighter and highlight that clan symbol red green. Up next, Prescription Angel. Auto, when your Vanguard is attacked, cost counterblast 1, retire this unit, choose a face-up card in your damage zone, call it the guard circle, put the top card of your deck into your damage zone face-up.
Really good.
Really good.
Really good.
Sacrifices itself for your PGs in the guard circle.
Oh, look, I don't have to use my hand. I'm okay with this.
Now we see why the PGs were rotted.
One of the reasons, yeah, not wrong, because even she does say put the top card, call it a rear guard. She does regardless, she works. PGs work out of jobs on damage zone.
Really good.
Last but not least, the last promo we got for Stoicheia is Swell Assault, our first official kind of Aqua Force unit. When the attack this unit boosts, it hits a Vanguard. If it is the third battle of this turn, retire this unit and countercharge 1. This is shit.
It's not the it's not the resource we wanted, but it's still a good resource.
No. This is all in honesty shit. I don't care about the countercharge. Countercharge is nice and all. This is shit in the sense of not only does it have to hit, it also has to be a third battle. This ain't never happening.
No.
This is like stars aligning, planets aligning bullshit that never's gonna happen.
It's promo for a reason.
Let's go to the mid and grade of it. Let's go into the mid and grade of it.
Yep. Starting off with the Keter Sanctuary Sorceress leaks.
Now, we're going to get it out of the way. They got their grade 0, so we're not going to really cover them. So we're just going to go look at the ride lines and the main unit. So starting us off with a grade 1, Alex.
Tier Square Sorceress. Auto, when this unit is rode upon by Pentagleam Sorceress, cost counterblast 1, draw a card. Auto rear guard, if your drive check reveals a trigger unit, cost counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards and put it to the bottom of the deck.
A lot of CB.
A lot of CB. A lot of cards requiring checks. You'll see why that's relevant later.
Oh, yeah. Let's look at the grade 2 to give a better opinion. So we got the Pentagleam Sorceress. Auto when this unit is rode upon by Hexa Orb Sorceress, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck and put them on the top of your deck in any order. Her other ability is auto when this unit is placed on rear guard, look at the top card of your deck and put it on the top or bottom of your deck. If you put it on the bottom of your deck, this unit gets 2k until the end of turn. A very OTT effect, and stacking your decks is always good.
Yeah.
So, overall, a good card. I'm not a fan of 2k. I've already made my opinion about the whole grade 2's getting only 2k.
Oh, but why are we doing all this? So, Hexa Orb Sorceress. Auto, Vanguard. When your drive check reveals a trigger unit, you can choose one of your rear guards and it gets power plus 10 until the end of turn.
Ouch.
And then Act Vanguard once per turn. If you Persona Road this turn, cost Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, reveal up to 1 critical or front trigger from your hand, put it on the top of your deck, and this unit gets drive plus 1 until the end of turn.
So this is honestly really good.
Yeah.
This is honestly really, really good. Like, getting 10k to your rear guard just by ripping a trigger is basically you rip 2 triggers, and that power matters.
And you can guarantee
that power stacks and matters.
And also the fact that you can guarantee a trigger with this Persona Ride effect, and on top of that, get an extra drive.
I mean, it's not even that. Like, just think of it this way. Like, if you Persona Ride, you don't have to put a critter front on top. You can just straight up triple drive because it works that way. It says reveal up to 1.
And you do as much as a skill as possible.
Exactly. You can also choose 0. That's the point of this.
Yes.
Up to 1.
Yes.
The much as skill as possible is different scenarios.
Oh.
It's like aiming a blader and stuff like that.
Fair.
But point stands of you can either prep a critter front on top and be dangerous, or just do triple drive and max out your hand. Overall, just good. And then if you rip a trigger, getting 10k to 2 units, you can put something down in the bottom of the deck for counterblast, and you got a grade 2 that stacks your deck, so you kind of even know what's more on top. Like overall, it's a simple effect, but really good.
Really strong.
CB out the wazoo though. Anyway, let's actually look at the other ride line for Dark States.
Yep.
We're gonna start off with Deep Sonicer. Auto when this unit is placed on Vanguard, Soul Charge 1. Simple, straightforward. We've seen a lot of V effects with this effect. But the other one's the more fun one. Continues during your turn. If your soul has 10 or more cards, this unit gets power 10,000. It's an 18k fucking attack or a booster.
Yep. Pretty good.
Yep. Granted, you got to get the 10 cards in soul, but it's not hard with his buddy.
Yep. Electro Spartan. Auto when this unit is rode upon by Master of Gravity Bargamagus.
I've said that name multiple times.
Cost, put a card from your hand into your soul, draw a card, soul charge 1. Auto, when this unit is placed on rear guard, cost counterblast 1, soul charge 2.
I mean,
a lot of soul.
Hey, that promo is actually good now. You can specifically put it from your hand into your soul and have it prepped. And soul charge 1 and draw a card is really good for a ride line. And then, on place counterblast 1, soul charge 2. You got to get to that 10. And Brother Soul is needed. Jesus Christ, Brother Soul is needed.
Yep. And why are we soul charging so much?
I mean, we got to get to this certain number and do effects depending on the number of cards in Soul.
It's not like DI at all.
No, we got Master of Gravity, Barrow Magnus. Auto Vanguard, when this unit attacks, counterblast 1 and perform all the following according to the number of cards in your Soul. And just to make this note right now, it is mandatory. 5 or more, you draw a card. 10 or more, this unit gets 10k in critical +1 until the end of battle. And 15 or more, both you and your opponent put all of your own rear guards into your souls. And then you choose up to 2 cards from your soul called in the rear guard, and those units get power 10k until the end of turn. High multi-attack.
That's a lot of effects and a lot of board wipes. If you can get there. It is hard and not hard at the same time. Like
without Brother Soul right now, it's almost impossible.
Yes.
But we're starting to see more support from the set to help Soul Charge faster. And as you saw in the video, you can get there, but you got to get lucky. So far, so good. The effect is fun, and 10k in a crit is dangerous. The whole 5 multi-attack and calling stuff out with 10k is just an overall good effect. But, you got to get to 15, and it's also mandatory.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on. We technically got 2 more V Premium leaks.
Yes.
For the good old days.
So we got a grade 1 for...
2.
Grade 2, yeah. That makes a difference now. Grade 2 for Royal Paladin. Continuous front row rear guard. All of your back row rear guards cannot be retired by your opponent's card effects. And then auto, when this unit is placed on rear guard during your main phase, cost counterblast 1. Put a grade 2 rear guard to the bottom of your deck. Draw 2 cards. Choose a card from your hand and call it to rear guard.
This is really good. This is straight up. It can be any Royal Paladin support, but this is basically alt mouse support.
It's not only alt mouse support, but it's also what's his name, Sanctuary Guard support.
Because they can't touch your grade 1s now in the back if this is in the front. I completely agree, but I'd rather have this in alt mile because now Valilinus is more protected.
Yeah.
Not to mention the amount of easy to get him out of deck with the alt mile, and then the amount of plussing he just gives.
Man, I want to make a joke, but I'm just gonna go past it.
Anyway, we got a Dimension Police card, a grade 2 as well. Names escape us. Auto when this unit is placed on Vanguard or Rear Guard. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 2 or greater, Soul Blast 1 and perform one of the effects below. If it's grade 3 or greater, perform all of the effects below instead. Your opponent may counterblast one. If they did not, you draw a card. And your opponent may soul blast one. If they did not, you choose one of your opponent's vanguards and it gets minus 5k until the end of turn. So it's basically jail before jail or in V premium.
This card will never get ran for the simple fact that you're giving your opponent options.
Wait, what?
So you're wasting a resource to give your opponent an option to use their resources to stop it.
Have you played jail at all?
I have played Jill, but it's
And you see how sometimes resource management is a problem in formats where there's not much resource management to be worried about yet.
Yeah.
Like this in the V Premium.
Yeah, but this is only one card in V Premium.
I don't care. You've popped 2 of these fuckers down. Your opponent has the choice of, okay, do I give him plus cards in hand? And does my Vanguard go down in power? If you say yes, you're like, all right, now I'm in danger. Like, it has merit. It is honestly a good card.
I'd have to see it in play. And also the fact that it's in a Force Clan and it's a 9k base instead of 10.
Good sir. Force Clan. Don't matter. This is probably a Zeal card, if anything. And your Zeal is going to just say, oh, you're 9k? Let me fix that, fam.
We'll see.
I just feel like it's better than you give it credit for. Anyway, moving on. We got more set leaks and stuff to finally help Bear Magnus. Not completely. It still needs a little bit more help, but this does overall help.
Yes. Crawl, you insects. It's literally the name of the card.
It is literally the name of the card.
Play the card with Counterblast 1. Soul Charge 1. Choose one of your units and it gets power plus 10,000 until the end of turn for every 5 cards in your soul. If you have 10 or more cards in your soul, you draw a card.
I mean, this just either makes a one unit a beater, or if you know your opponent doesn't have a PG in hand, just make your Vanguard fucking big and kill them.
Yeah, scary Unga Bunga go.
I mean, the draw card's nice, and you're going to get the 10. CB is kind of a problem because Bear Magnus at this point uses a lot of CB just to get there. But overall, it's not a bad card.
Speaking of CB not helping.
Yep, we got Direful Doll Simone. Simone? Whatever. Auto rearguard when this unit boosts. If your soul has 5 or more cards, counterblast 1, and until the end of battle, when your opponent will call cards from their hand to Guardian Circle, they must call 2 or more at the same time.
Battle door effects are back.
And it honestly is good for both Bear Magnus and Bruce.
Yes.
For Bear Magnus, just to clarify, if you have 15 cards in Soul, you can choose to activate her on boost ability first, giving the whole, 2 or more cards from hand effect, and then suck her into Soul and call something else out.
This is just a beautiful way of showing how great Overdress is in general with how they set everything up. As this card will just be, hey, any deck that Dark States can make can now have a battle door effect.
Exactly, and it's the same thing for Bruce. Like literally, it says 5 cards, and Bruce needs 5 Soul Blast. So if you boost Bruce with this card, you can literally go Counterblast 1. Okay, it's a battle door effect, and then I'm gonna Soul Blast 5 and restand my units. It's honestly an overall good card. Just finding space for it if you want to play that playstyle. This is the better card in my opinion.
So we got some English leaks. Causality goes crazy.
No, they were also Japanese leaks. These are both at the same time just leaked, and I don't know why, but they did, and they didn't repeat it again. So just read the normal card as a normal card.
Causality
goes crazy as I will it.
That. You can play this card with Soul Blast 1, choose one of your vanguards, and gets power plus 10,000 to the end of turn.
I mean, simple, straightforward effect, and honestly really good.
Yeah.
We're just waiting to see what the big boy does Tuesday.
Speaking of big boy.
Yeah, we got Grand Road Fair Tiger.
Fair Tiger, yeah.
Yeah. Act. Rearguard once per turn, Soul Blast 1, and this unit gets 2k until the end of turns, making a 15k beater. But the more important part is the second part. Choose one of your opponent's front row rearguards and imprison it in your prison. Fuck yes, fuck yes, fuck yes, fuck yes, fuck yes, fuck yes, we needed this. We fucking needed this, and it's an act ability. We fucking needed this.
You know what else you needed? This other card.
Oh, yeah.
Grapple External. Continuous rearguard during the turn that this unit attacked. If your opponent's during the battle that this unit attacked, if your opponent's card is imprisoned in your prison, gets power plus 5, making it a 15k grade 2 swinger.
Finally, something that can hit.
Yep.
Finally, something that can hit.
You want to know what was really good though?
No. Before we go there, I just want to make one pointer because everybody's gonna make this pointer somewhere or somewhat. you need to read Fair Tiger's flavor text.
From the legend of the Blue Warrior, the Crimson Gladiator was born.
Blouse confirmed.
Oh dear God! No, we're not going down this rabbit hole. We're going on.
Anyway, moving on, we got some Cater Century leaks, and we finally get to see a triple rare support for the start decks. We've seen all of we haven't seen it. We've seen 3 of the second archetypes of every nation. We're getting 2 more next week. We're going to talk about them here in a bit. And now we finally seen a triple rare of the support for start decks. And oh Jesus, these are going to be good support cards.
This is really good.
This is busting out the wazoo. I wish they gave us the name.
Oh, somewhere I saw the name, but we'll figure it out later.
Damn it.
Auto, when this unit
Hey,
is...
it's my turn.
Oh, fine, go ahead.
Auto when this unit is placed on rear guard. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast, Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 1. Choose a card from your hand, call it a rear guard. If you call it grade 3, draw 2 cards. Fuck, that's good. And in auto rear guard, when this unit attacks, if you have a grade 3, or if you have 3 plus grade 3 units, this unit gets power 5k until the end of turn. Overall, just a good card. 15k beater, draws you cards, simple, straightforward.
You want to hear the magical Christmas land where this is really good? Is say you go second, right?
Yeah.
Your opponent swings and crits you, or you take 2 damage before it comes back to your grade 2 turn.
Oh, you ride, reveal 3 cards.
Reveal 2, call the top card. You call him, counterblast 2, soul blast 1, call a grade 3 from your hand, draw 2 cards, and you just go ham.
Yeah. You do draw 2 cards if you just call it. Yeah, you're not wrong, but that's magical Christmas land.
It is magical Christmas land, because you have to have that on the top while you're doing all of this. But
I do want to point out one thing. We mentioned this whenever we read Bastion. Bastion just says plus 2k to all your grade 3s. And we're like, oh, if grade 3s gain boost, then he technically gives them also boost. And this thing says, 3 plus grade 3 units. It's like, wait a minute, plus front row, back row. And then the next card is just like, a big fucking dragon that will help everything. Yeah, you got it.
Act rear guard. If you have 3 plus grade 3 units, soul blast 2, all of your grade 3 units gain boost until the end of turn.
Fuck. Shit.
It's all mild, but with grade 3s.
I mean, the grade 2 in the ride line is already a 15k booster for grade 3s. And this card basically makes all the grade 3s also 15k boosters. So you're basically getting 30k columns easily.
All we're missing now is a grade 3 to just say, hey, give shield all your grade 3s. And then you got the full package right there.
You're not wrong. They really do need some of that because there's way too many grade 3s and no shield value. Speaking of which, another order card that doesn't give shield value.
And it's a grade 3.
Yep. We got a... I don't know what its name is. It has a sword. Soul Blast, a grade 3 to play. So you have to Persona ride early.
Yep.
Or late. Regardless, you got to Persona ride. Actually, you don't. You don't have to Persona ride.
Yeah, you can use the grade 3 to move it into soul.
Yeah. Anyway, choose one of your opponent's rear guards. Your opponent puts all rear guards in the same column as that rear guard on the bottom of the deck in any order. Simple, straightforward.
Yep.
It's a removal inside a cater, which is honestly good. And as Alex literally pointed out, let me call this card. Goodbye.
1 sec. Stop this off.
Echo, I blame you. Anyway, as I was saying, you call the grade 3 Gold Paladin unit, you put in the soul, you give one of your other grade 3 rear guards 10k. Now you got a grade 3 in soul, you use this from hand, soul blast that grade 3, and just pop your opponent's stuff. Or technically you don't pop it, put it to the bottom of their deck.
It's a really
good card. That's still good. Anyway, that's basically been it for the leaks. We also got this slew of finally seeing all the start deck cards and arts and all that. So the start decks have officially fully out. The proxy Google Drive thing will be updated properly with everything. So go ham. But for the most part, that's basically it. We knew they were getting vanillas and triggers and all that. So nothing special here, but it's nice to finally see arts for some of these cards.
Yep.
Now for next week is going to be the big one. I am so hyped for next week.
Next week.
Yep. We got these 2 coming in. The final 2 archetypes, main boss units in this first wave of Overdress. And of course, we got Cardinal, Deuce, Orpheus for Brentgate.
Deus, but yes.
Cardinal, Deus, Orpheus. Orpheus. Yeah, Orpheus, whatever. I'm calling it Chaos Breaker because it looks like Chaos Breaker. It has a scythe, it has red lightning. It's Chaos Breaker. 3,000 years later, great, whatever. Chaos Breaker. And then the other card for Dragon Empire is Heavy artillery of dust, Eugene.
You was right about the whole,
Humans and
yeah.
not bees, but bigger fucking units.
Yes.
But honestly, for the Dragon Empire, the first time I read it, the only thing that could go through my mind was Eugene.
Every single time you do it. But it's interesting because he does look like a Narukami unit. He's got lightning. It's lightning bullets all over the place.
Sure, lightning bullets all over the place. Whatever.
It's Narukami.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Well, it'll be interesting to see what they do. So, last bit of stuff before that, if you're interested in picking up any cards that we just mentioned, go check out Triple Sleeve TCG.
They got great deals on cases, clan splits, and even singles, so go check out their website.
The link will be in the description. So, next week are the 2 cards we mentioned. Not really any. Oh, no, they did mention something else.
Yes,
next week's Tuesday stream.
Something important.
Mm-hmm.
So, announcing a new big project for Vanguard Overdress. So, this either means 2 things. Either 1, it's another collab set,
Yeah.
or they're going to give us information from set 2.
Probably information from set 2 because we're starting to get leaks from set 1 and we're not even close to finishing, but we're also, already started.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing after that is the festival collection, the unknown cards we're getting inside the festival collection.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, we do know the product, schedule, but we don't know anything about the products.
Yes.
So, a lot of unknowns.
Probably information about future products.
I'm just interested in what exactly information is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, outside of that, there's really nothing much to talk about. Like, Overdress going very swimmingly for so far. Not really any big news. The only thing there's 2 things I want to mention. One, the first episode of the Overdress anime is dropping on the 24th. And or at least I don't know about you, but I'm planning to do a watch party with some of our Vanguard friends.
Oh, I'm down for this.
And honestly, if I can manage it, and we might even live stream it.
Oh, no.
We'll
Oh, no.
figure it out. It's down the road. It might happen, it might not, and hope for the best. And the only other news we got is, I don't even count this as news, but I feel funny to mention it.
Hmm?
Vanguard, the official Vanguard, is now on TikTok.
That's not news. That's just an announcement. I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't have a TikTok, but I'm halfway tempted just to make one, just to see what the hell they're going to post on it.
I'm scared.
There's going to be memed in the community sooner or later. I'm just waiting to see it.
I'm just waiting to see how many people do Blaster Blade TikToks.
Please no.
IT.
That is cringe. I want Overdress TikToks to anything. I don't want any of the cringe old stuff.
Oh, so it's going to be ITK shipping TikToks.
If for whatever reason anybody does a Magical Girl Tetsu, I will officially
Please, if somebody's out there, do it. Do it now. I will do it now.
Anyway, I think that's been it. I don't really know anything else we can mention. Next week is the big 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
2 O's.
Might try to do something special for it.
I don't know what. You should start thinking about that. I got too much soda stuff going on right now. But yeah, we're going to try to do something special. We don't know yet. We'll figure it out. We'll see. But for the most part, that's been it. Really good leagues so far. Like, we're getting good cards. I want to see what the other supports for the start decks are, because if it's anything like this one, well, that's going to be spicy, especially think of Brain Gate. Oh, that's going to be so good.
Future of Overdress, looking good.
Anyway, let's wrap this episode up. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. It's been episode 99, One Away. If you liked the video, please leave a like, share with your friends. Comment down below what you think this special big announcement, Project Vanguard, whatever it is for next Tuesday. Other than that, if you like what we do here, subscribe to the channel and ring that bell to get notified. Or just maybe even follow us on Facebook or join our Discord. But with that, I've been Philip.
This is Alex.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Woo! We got Stealth Rogue of Strife, Hudomaru. Your man's an idiot.
Hey, I'm an idiot. Starting from the top.
Your man's an idiot.
Come on, we're on timer. Let's go.